Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We got a really beautiful one today. We got the couple here in the house. Thank you so much, brother, for gracing us. How are you doing?
Grateful, man. I'm good. How are you, bro?
I'm awesome. It's crazy when I was just reflecting on your life journey. Growing up in Seshego.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yo, so Seshego is Kikasi, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like how Kasis are, you know? There's so much influence,
Yeah.
you know, Kokasi, like there's a lot happening, there's a lot going on. So I got most of my influence like Kokasi, like, you know,
Yeah.
based on music, based on, you know, like Majaivani and all those,
Yeah.
you know. So basically Kasi kind of like paved, like a way for my career.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of like made me to get so much influence in terms of music from
Yeah.
the environment where I grew up in, because I grew up in an environment where like it was musical influenced.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. But were you raised in a musical family in any way?
I could roughly say so, because look, my mom was a jazz, dancer, and
Wow.
my grandfather used to play trumpet as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically I would say I have like music genes.
Yeah. You pursued media at University of Limpopo. What inspired you to pursue media?
Honestly speaking,
Yeah.
look, I wanted to study something else.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to study like law.
Yeah.
And unfortunately there was no space.
Yeah.
For me, and the only available space we had was media and communication, and
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, let me
take what's there.
let me take what's there so that I keep
Yeah.
myself busy. And I kind of like fell in love with it, you know. I remember getting a call a week later, a week later after we started attending classes. They were like, say we still have space, go the law, section, if you still want to come.
Yeah.
I'm like, no,
I'm good.
I'm okay, I'm good, So that also paved the way for me, because I used to attend like a lot of like art classes, where you find a lot of talented people. Some would do like acting, live, performances.
Yeah.
So at that time I was doing hip hop, and house as well.
Yeah.
But I was mostly doing hip hop.
So were you a rapper or were you producing music?
A rapper and a producer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, that's where a lot of influence came from, because I met, a couple of guys who also paved, a way for my career, because these guys were like also producers.
Yeah.
So we're sharing music.
Yeah.
And teaching each other like this softwares,
Yeah.
And we formed a group. We started performing at the arts thing, and we met a lot of people there. And then we started performing like the Mr. and Miss, freshers, Mr. and Miss Tef and whatnot. So, yeah.
So, how do you drop out? Because, I mean, at some point you dropped out.
Right. So, for me it was fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like sitting in my room, and I remember like very well we were writing exams.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, Ish. I think I'm at a point whereby like I need to choose between. I can't do two things at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one is time consuming. Like at the weekends I'm out vibing.
Yeah.
And then during the week I'm supposed to be studying. So it's I think it's too challenging for me.
What year is this?
It was my third year.
So I'm trying to figure out like how are your parents reacting to this?
Right. Yeah. So okay, like I grew up in a household where I was raised by my mom.
Yeah.
So she's the one who, paid like, university fees, and obviously you don't want to mess that up.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So to her it was like
huge disappointment.
A huge disappointment,
And to even say you're dropping to pursue music. It's every African's parent nightmare.
It's a nightmare, honestly speaking. And I remember like this other day, I was so excited. I heard that they're gonna play my song on Metro FM.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, mom, Zorana, let's chill. They're gonna play my song. And they ended up not playing my song. So
disappointing again.
Yeah. You understand? So that became a major disappointment, and she was like, I wanna like this music thing, you're just wasting your time and whatnot. You must pursue studying, you know. But bro, I had a vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to let go of that vision.
Yeah.
I didn't see myself working in an office.
Yeah.
Or being a journalist. Or doing anything that's, you know, related to communication and media. But I just saw myself like as a musician. You know?
Having done this, gone through at least, you know, 3 years into this qualification, have you been able to apply some of the things? Because I mean, you're literally in media. In essence, have you been able to apply some of these principles that you learned during your university time?
Well, maybe like, let's say the theory side of it. You know, but it didn't impact a lot like in my music. Because I only did like first year, second, third, and when they started doing practicals, I was in there. You know, so I already dropped out by then. You know.
So when did you get your first real break? Like, you know, where you like, okay, mom, I know I disappointed you. But look at what's happening now. What moment is that for you?
Wow. So I met a couple of friends. At varsity. So these guys are DJs. You know, I was a musician. So like my music kind of like spread out via Bluetooth. You know, like it was in that era before iTunes, before Spotify.
So people would share music.
You know, before technology was more advanced. You know, so I met a couple of friends. You know, I was like a role model to those guys. You know, and one of the guys, like Korabo, they had a pub. You know, so it's like, yo, we need to start doing shows there. You know, like every weekend. I remember we would, you know, go there and
play there.
You know, that's when we started getting like the momentum. Like I remember, like I started gaining so much friends. Like people would, you know, come and attend our shows. And we wouldn't even charge money. It was a free entrance, and how we would make money was if you buy like a bottle. Let's say you buy like Dampi. You add an extra $2. So that's how we make money. That extra $2 is out. So we'd do that every weekend. And then that's when I started telling my mom, I'm like, yo, stop sending money.
And sending money.
I'm okay now. You know, I can live. You know, and you know, since then I started getting shows out of Polokwane. You know, I remember doing my first show in Bram. And there was so much love. You know, like from the fans, and that's when I was like, I think this thing is going somewhere. This thing is going somewhere. You know.
So when does Solistic Records come into the picture for you?
It came in the picture at, when was it? I think it was in 2015. I was at I was from Soul Candy. We did a joint venture with Soul Candy. So I come from some stable. It's called Serial Sounds. So I used to own it. Like I used to have partners there. You know, we did a joint venture with Soul Candy, and you know, I remember we resigned at Soul Candy, and that's when Solistic came in the picture. And
And what's that journey been like for you?
Like,
because I mean, for me, you come from a place from DJ Black Coffee's level, you know, it's a big deal for a lot of people.
For me, that was a game changer. Because it opened a lot of doors, like internationally, especially, you know. And that's the route where I've been longing to, you know, to go. And that's when Solistic, they actually assisted, you know, like every plug that Black Coffee had, he opened up for you know, for me. You know what I'm saying? And Solistic for me was like a, you know, like a super, you know, like a superhero. Because it kind of like paved a way for my career, more especially on the international market.
Because I mean, you're really like an internationally acclaimed DJ and music producer,
right?
And how did that shape your sound? Because obviously, when you're creating music, I don't know if that's the case. When you're producing and creating music for the local market, there's a bit of a different approach when you're doing for the global market.
Right.
What's been the approach for you? Was it a conscious thing also?
Yeah, it was a conscious thing because it's difficult to let's say what you play in SA
to appeal to both.
You cannot apply to both.
Okay.
It's impossible because like these people consume like different sounds.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to adopt.
Yeah.
You know, I remember there was a point whereby every show I went to, I made sure that I went to a club earlier.
Yeah.
To listen to what they play.
Yeah.
You know, and I got inspired from a lot of like sounds.
Yeah.
So and then I understood like, you know, like the assignment, like what kind of sounds like they listen to.
Yeah.
And I think this is what I must focus on. And for SA, obviously, this is the sound that I must also do. So it's kind of like two different worlds.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do, like to balance both, the best of both.
It's quite amazing because obviously it can be easy.
True.
You know, it can be easy. But I mean, you then dropped a critically acclaimed album, Indigo Child.
Right.
How has that success of that album translated to your life?
Wow. Yeah, that was a game changer as well.
Yeah.
You know, man, like honestly, like I did that album, like you know when you do something from the heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that album, you know, and I was in a happy place, in a happy space at that time.
And it's reflected in the album.
And it is reflected in the album. You know what I'm saying? So hence, it became such a solid project.
Yeah.
It was, we took so much, like time.
Yeah. To
working
work on the
album.
project.
Yeah.
How many years did it take you?
I think roughly 3 to 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember there was a point we had like a huge folder of songs to choose from.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it must take a whole different. I mean, to be able to create music and sit on it for 3-4 years and finally drop it, and it has the impact that music on Indigo Child had. It has to be timeless music.
Right.
Yeah. And who were your influences when you worked on that album?
Yeah, so my influences, obviously, you know, at that time was like people like Black Coffee.
Yeah.
You know, because like every song that I made on the album, it would, you know, like comment on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to, you know, do this, that.
Yeah.
We arrange this. It was like more like an executive, you know, producer of the project, you know. And a lot of influence also came from a lot of DJs, like international DJs and producers. Yeah. You know, who I used to meet up, like when I travel overseas. You know, their music kind of like paved, you know, some of the sounds that's on the album. Yeah. You know, like when you listen to the album, it's like mostly like Afro sounds, dance floor, like kind of music. Yeah. And then there's like a bit of radio material, you know. So that like dance floor kind of sounds were mostly influenced by, you know, like the international sounds. Yeah.
You're really well traveled, and was that something that you always knew would happen to you, or now when you reflect and you look at your passport, you're like, yo, I've been around. It's such a blessing.
It is
to be able to travel the way you have traveled.
It is a blessing, man. I don't want to lie to you. I've always seen myself as a traveler. Yeah. You know, like I remember at high school, I used to love geography so much. Yeah. Yeah, like I knew everything about the universe. Yeah. Like everything about the whole world. Yeah. You know, so I was so intrigued by that, you know, growing up, and I wanted to see myself as a traveler one day, but I don't know how. Yeah. You know?
But you probably mind traveled a lot.
I mind traveled a lot.
Before you actually go to really travel.
I used to mind travel a lot. Yeah. Like I think I went to a lot of spaces. Yeah. A lot of spaces before I could actually travel physically, you know? And
I mean, obviously, traveling has influenced your sound.
True.
to a large degree. At what point does your mom, because obviously, what's the biggest thing that your mom has seen you do and felt like, yo, listen, I appreciate that my son followed his heart?
Yeah, so when I started traveling overseas, yeah, that is, and like when, like my mom didn't believe until like some of my uncles, like
would tell her, but yeah,
would tell her,
he was going far, this kid.
Yeah, like we hear his songs on radio.
Yeah.
And they kind of like became, I kind of like became like I don't want to say like their role model. Like they became my friends in a way. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Like you have an uncle.
Because you look up to these uncles growing up.
I look up to this uncle.
And for them to now look at it's now the other way around.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's when everything changed. Like, my mom started believing in it.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I'm proud of it,
Yeah.
I never thought you would actually reach to this level or you would ever come this far. But
yeah. So when you finally realize, wow, I'm making money, what did you buy? With your first real bag, when you got your first real money, what did you buy?
My first real bag,
I
bought my mom a car.
Damn.
Yeah.
Walk me through that process, because I'm trying to imagine, was it a surprise kind of vibe?
We actually planned it.
Yeah.
I never knew how much I was going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was back then, like during the Soul Candy era.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, no, we're going to receive a paycheck. I'm like, okay, cool. We hope,
It's substantial.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, received it, and it was something, and I was like, okay, cool. I've been longing to do this.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, something for my,
for my mom.
Yeah, for my mom, because she's done a lot for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my mom, like, like she risked a lot for me. I remember there was a point where she was, like, in debt, trying to get money, so that she could pay my varsity fees.
Yeah.
Would do the run around.
Yes.
Taking loans, you know what I'm saying? Taking some of your investments.
Yeah.
So that I could actually go study, you know what I'm saying? So I was like,
where you even dropped off
while she at it.
Yeah, and she never
saying?
Gave up on you.
But she never gave up on me. Yeah, she's always been my like
your biggest fan.
Yeah, biggest fan, like my role model, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Are you an only child?
No, I have like siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 little sisters.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I was listening on my way here. I was listening to your song with Sun-EL and Simmy, Emakhaya.
Yeah.
And it's such a beautiful song. How does it come around?
Yo, we were just like, look, we're in studio.
Yeah.
And it's my first time meeting Simmy.
Yeah.
I'm there, starstruck.
Yeah.
Sun-EL is like, yo, let's try to do a project. Let's try to work on something, you know. And he's like, you start the melody. I'm like, son. But bro, when you're the you're the mastermind when it comes to like melodies,
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say, like, I just swallowed my pride. I was like, I know what, let me just do this.
Yeah.
You know? So, I started the foundation of the song.
Yeah.
And, did the drum work, and then Simmy already she had an idea.
Yeah.
Of how the chorus is like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the song was made out like in a day.
Wow.
Like on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful song. It's such a beautiful song, and I think when you listen to the song, you can still feel some of your influence.
True.
Like how you have always had a global approach.
True.
It's reflected in the song, and it's a beautiful song. I love the song.
Thank you so much.
When you look at your legacy, you are in a very complex situation. It's complex because you are a critically acclaimed international DJ.
Right.
So you appeal to an international market, but you still have a South African market that has a different ear musically.
Right.
What legacy do you want at a national level in South Africa, for instance? What legacy would you hope to leave with your music?
Well, like, I've always seen myself as, like a role model to a lot of future generation musicians.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just saying this, but I'm saying it because I've met a lot of, up and young producers that would tell me, bro, your sound changed my life.
Yeah.
It had a major influence in my production.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like a lot of kids that I would meet at gigs. Sometimes when I would meet at malls, you know what I'm saying? So I've always seen myself as, one of those guys who is here to, to be a messenger, basically.
Yeah.
To like share and spread, the music.
Yeah.
To pave a way for, a lot of, the future generations, to teach a lot of this future generation, like just to, leave a legacy, like a musical legacy, basically. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I noticed that like your last LP, was it an LP or it's an album?
Genesis.
Yeah.
It was an EP.
Yeah, but you dropped it under your own independent label.
Right.
What inspired you to actually decide, listen, I want to drop this on my own label?
Look, I've always had a vision of like owning my own stable.
Yeah.
It has always been a dream for me to have my own empire.
Yeah.
So that's why I've built a record label, Genesis. And, for me, it has always been, like a dream to own, my music.
Yeah.
Like to create generational wealth through my music.
Yeah.
And I think,
it was time.
Yeah, it has always been. Yeah, it has always been that for me. Yeah.
So, have you signed artists at the moment? Or are you looking at signing artists?
Yeah, we're still trying to find like a structure on how we can
make it work. But your reaction sounded like yo, I'm at stress. I'm quite sure, but I have an appetite to deal with the stress of.
No, I'm gonna be honest. Like the main honest is like truth is that like I come from a space where I was signed. Yeah. I was signed with other artists. So, I know the ups and downs. Yeah. I know, like what people are saying, like, what people say on the outside and whatnot. Yeah. So it's very difficult to like be an artist and push
other artists.
You know?
I mean, it's been a problem everywhere.
Yeah, we are under the same stable. Obviously, I'm gonna become the first priority.
Yeah.
And now
when someone is looking at you like, why is it always the first priority?
Why is it always the first priority?
And if you look, that has always been the challenge with most labels. They always complain that Mang Mang was having all the shine and
exactly.
When is my turn?
When is my turn?
So now it's the Capo time. You want to focus on yourself.
Now I want to focus on myself. I want to build, myself under the stable, and maybe in the future. Yeah. And when I've decided to call it like quits, like when it comes to like the DJing side of it. Yeah. Maybe that would be when I would be like, sharp. Let me sign artists. Yeah.
Did you have an appetite to do Amapiano?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
Why is that?
Like I don't want to disappoint. I didn't want to disappoint like
your
my
fans.
My fans.
Your hardcore fans.
I have my hardcore fans. I have the Capoholics. Yeah, like I used to get a lot of threats. They're like you. Yeah. If you ever attempt to do that,
piano. Yeah.
But I did like an Amapiano remix. Yeah. I do not hate the sound. Yeah. I actually did a remix for an Amapiano song. I would really, really appreciate. Even I have like some other upcoming projects that I worked on, like with Amapiano. Where there's like Amapiano.
Yeah, influence
and vocalists and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
But you wouldn't switch up. You wouldn't switch to Amapiano.
I wouldn't switch to Amapiano. I think it has its own people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It has. There's a lot of Amapiano kids that are good at this,
killing
bro.
It.
Yeah. Like if it was the old me, the younger me, Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but not now.
Not now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
Also, I mean, I think your legacy is really set.
Exactly,
you've put in the groundwork. Your brand is really a different place where to then switch up overnight is like, Aibo, which one is this one?
Which one is this one?
Yeah,
now? Yeah.
But bro, you know, when I look at like you, I've always really just wondered, Ubana, who are your musical influences in South Africa? Who, like, growing up and until now, who were the 5 artists that you looked up to and you're like, yo, these people did it for me?
Right.
Yeah.
My musical influences from SA mainly come from like hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is what I used to
listen to.
Yeah, growing up.
And you're also producing and rapping at the same time.
And I was also producing and rapping at the same time, so you can, you know.
Actually, whoever you give me, I want you to explain why. Yeah.
Okay, top 5. Okay, let me start from from way back.
Yeah.
Number 1 has to be Pro Kid.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Pro Kid changed the hip hop game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his first album was a game changer.
Yeah.
Like for me.
100%.
This is what I used to vibe to.
Yeah.
You know, Heads and Tails. That's my
big album.
Yeah,
That
was a big album. Yeah. So number 2, there was a guy called Momulimi.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
He's actually a farmer.
The farmer.
Yeah. From Mafikeng.
I used to vibe with the farmer so much, bro. Yeah. His sound also was it was rocking back then. Yeah, back in the days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And number 3, who's this guy? Mr. Selvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really had it.
He really had it too.
Yeah.
You know? And Kulo the Song.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Kulo the Song also changed, you know, like my music perspective.
Yeah.
You know, he changed the game.
Yeah.
You know, that on the Afro side of it, like on the Afro side of things.
Yeah.
And obviously, like Black Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, has to be on the list.
He's your idol. He has really influenced you.
He has really influenced me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not just saying because we used to work together. Or, I know him personally, but he has done a lot.
Yeah.
You know, for my career.
Yeah, I mean, what legacy do you think DJ Black Coffee leaves in South Africa? What do you think his legacy would be as someone who has worked with him?
Right, he will always remain the best, like DJ
to ever do it.
Yeah. I mean, like based on what he has achieved.
Yeah. And at a personal level, what are your top 5 favorite Da Capo songs of all time? The one that really speak to you?
Yeah, I know, that's a tough one.
Yeah. And I also want to know why that specific song is important to you.
To me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Speed of Sound featuring Tresor.
Yeah.
Very special song.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the get-go.
Yeah.
Like from the get-go when we were in studio.
Yeah. Tresor's an amazing artist.
Tresor's an amazing artist. I mean, he came with the whole idea of the song.
Yeah.
Because he was playing a guitar and I was like, hold up, hold it there. We're going to record that and we're going to make a song. And I remember I took the file back home on the same day and I worked on the beat.
Wow.
Yeah. Sent it back to him.
Wow. Dope artist. I mean, it's nice to see him now working with Drake and, you know, playing on that level, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about one of the most smartest guys in the game.
Wow.
When you're sitting in a room with this guy, like, there's so much positive energy
that he gives off.
Yeah, so much good influence. Yeah, there's so much good influence around him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Berita, Found You.
Yeah.
It's funny because Tresor is the one who's like, yo, you need to do this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were signed to the same. They were on 5th season, both of them.
They were on 5th season, both of them.
Yeah.
You know. So me and Tresor obviously were close at that time, and I think Berita needed someone who could. Yo, Found You is actually a remix, by the way.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
What's the original song?
It's Found You. Or Kissed by the Sun, I don't know.
Okay.
One of the two.
Okay.
But there is an original version of it.
Of the song, yeah.
Yeah, so Berita wanted someone to actually remix it, you know. So Tresor was like, I know like the perfect guy.
The perfect guy who can do it for you.
Yeah, who can do it for you, you know. So I remember we were together in the car and we discussed it. We're like, okay, look, we need a remix of the song, blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, let me do it. Bam, did a remix.
Dope.
Send it back to the team, to the Solistic team. They went crazy. They were like, no, look, we're gonna change the whole narrative of this being a remix.
It's an original. Yeah, because we all know it as an original.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And also Berita has to be one of the most amazing, you know, artists to work with, because she also co-produced the song.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we'd been in studio together. She's like, we're going to studio together.
Yeah.
We're gonna recorrect and, you know, restructure the whole song together.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, she'll be like, yeah, take this out.
Put that
Put
there.
that in, you know?
It's a whole different vibe.
That's a whole different vibe.
Because she could have easily just recorded over what you have sent to her.
Exactly.
Yeah, boy.
You know, but she didn't want to ruin like the whole art.
Yeah.
It was perfect as it is, you know? Yeah. And the third one has to be Pretty Disaster, which was a remix I did for Monewo.
Yeah.
That one for me was a game changer, because that's what made Da Capo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
it's a special moment for you.
Special moment for me. Yeah. This is a song whereby every, like, let's say house head in SA, when they say, do you know Da Capo?
Yeah, it's like that's
the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of those songs, man. Like, it was a remix and it was released under an international label.
Yeah.
It was very difficult at that time.
Yeah.
You know, to make a song trend.
Yeah.
Because like music wasn't easy to access.
Like it is now. Yeah.
Like to have a account on Traxsource and Beatport.
It was not easy.
You need to have a credit card. Our fans at that time didn't own those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like a lot of my fans, like they used to pirate music.
Yeah.
But I don't blame that.
Yeah.
That's what built me.
Yeah.
That's what built each and every artist.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the fourth, right? And the fifth special song, man, there's so many. I have so many songs.
Yeah.
Yehlamoya has to be
the fifth one. Yeah.
The fifth one.
Why is it special to you?
Special song because it came out at the right time.
Yeah.
It was during the pandemic. Where people were going through a lot. Like a lot of people were losing
times. Losing family members.
People losing family members, people losing jobs. It was just hard at the time.
We're just feeling like, it's a lot. And you needed that.
You needed lift up.
So,
you know, that song was that lift me up kind of song because 100%. Of the message that it had. You know, I remember where after Black Coffee played it, like at he was doing like a pod, like a mix, like a live mix, and then he
played the song.
He played the song.
Yeah.
It went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody was like, "Yo,
check this out.
We want that song released." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now you're
so
under pressure.
I was under pressure.
Yeah.
So I had to release the song ASAP. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like Genesis was the only project that I would say was released on time.
Yeah.
Unlike the others. Others I would take my time, I would relax.
But this one, you're like, let's put it out.
This one needs to come out because people want the song.
Yeah.
Like, after the song was out, matter of fact, after the EP was out, that song was one of the most played songs ever.
Oh man,
you know,
it's
like every DJ was playing it.
Yeah.
On every like live mix, you know. It was even nominated for the Summer Awards. It even won like the best remix of the year in the Summer Awards.
Imagine that.
So imagine that. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine. No, it's beautiful to see how your career has progressed and just how you've also stayed humble, in the whole process. I've just you know, as you were talking to me about like the success of this single that you released on your own label, I'm just wondering like what lessons have you learned personally running your own label? For anyone who's saying, "Yo, listen, I wanna go independent," what are the lessons for you? What should they look out for?
Look, it's simple. If you have a vision, of where you see yourself, it can be 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
If you have a plan of, you know, how you wanna work like your things, in terms of like, let's say, how are you gonna release your music? Like, how are you going to get a publisher? How you need to be ready for those.
Yeah.
So in order to get ready for that, you need to have a team.
Yeah.
You know, like people that are actually gonna, you know, help you.
Yeah.
Because one mistake that I've seen like a lot of artists have done is they're like, nah, I'll do everything on my own.
Yeah, you can't do it on your own.
Can't do it on your own, bro. I mean, look, this is a business. This is a business.
Yeah.
And treat it like a corporate.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you can't be the boss, can't be like a manager. You can't
at the same time. You can't do it all.
It's impossible. You can't do it all. So it's important to have people that are gonna do the running arounds for you.
Yeah. And
you focus on what you do. I mean, like, I have a team that do the running around for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what our goal is, you know, everybody has or deal with, you know,
plays a part.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, everybody plays a part, you know, on what they're
responsible for.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm responsible for
making the music.
I'm responsible for making the music. That's all. I have people that are responsible for doing the runarounds for me, people that do the bookings for me, people that have ideas or create ideas, people that release music, you know, like a record, or like a major label or whatnot that you partner with, like, you know, like PR companies, whatnot. Yeah. So I think it's very important to like have like a team and to have a vision and to have like a solid planning, you know, of what you see yourself and, you know, your music.
Yeah. If there's an artist who also has aspirations to be an international DJ with music played overseas, what would be your advice to them? What did it take for you to be where you are right now? What doors were you knocking?
I think with me, what helped me a lot, this is what I hear from a lot of people. They're like, what helped you a lot is that your music was futuristic.
Okay.
Yeah, like what people are listening to now or making now, it's something that I've already done. Yeah. Like 10 years ago. Yeah. In terms of the sound. Yeah. Wise. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what made me to be different, you know, and to actually sustain and to be in the industry for such a long time. Yeah. You know? And also like being versatile. Yeah. Like as we said earlier on, that we have two different markets. Like obviously the international market and the South African market is two completely different things. You know what I mean? So obviously when you make music, you know, you need to have, you know, like a thin line. Like okay, look, this is European music, this is South African music, and it can be a mixed masala, you know. Sometimes it can surprise you. Yeah. Europeans can love some like of the South African gems. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Like an Osama vibe. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah.
But you just need to know where you want to play and how you're going to play.
You just need to know when and how you want to play it, and which is very important.
Yeah. You've been around Black Coffee for many years. What have been the lessons you learned from him, looking at him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The man has a vision.
Yeah.
He knows, he has a taste in music. Yeah. You know, I'm talking about someone who would be like, look, if you want the song to work, do this, that. Yeah. He would kind of like give an advice, you know, on the music side of it. Yeah. And obviously, like the connections that I have today, like in terms of the spaces that we play in, like where we DJ, obviously most of them, that's where
you open the doors for
opened the door for me, you know, so kind of like paved, you know, like a way for me. Yeah.
No, man, it's beautiful. Do you have any projects you're currently working on?
Yes, I am currently working on, I think this is my 6th studio album.
Oh, wow.
Which is due for release in 2020.
22, 23.
Yeah. 2023.
What can fans expect?
So this is gonna be a big, massive album.
Yeah.
You know, like I always say, this is one of the projects that I'm making, like, from my heart. You know.
Yeah.
Like, it's a solid project that took me roughly 2 to 3 years as well.
Yeah, making.
And there's a whole lot of features on the album.
Yeah.
There's a lot of artists from Amapiano world.
Are you able to share some of the guys you've worked on for that album?
Yeah, sure.
Where did you work on that album?
I did a song with Chasha.
Yeah.
There's a song with a guy called Batundi.
Yeah.
There's a song I'm currently working on with Azana.
Yeah.
There's a song I'm working on with Msaki.
Oh wow.
Simmy.
Big
Sun-EL.
album.
So it's gonna be man. It's gonna be like a huge project.
Yeah.
You know.
What's the strategy with that specific album? Is that like focusing on the local market, or is it like international, or both?
It's gonna be the best of both.
Oh, nice.
You know.
Yeah.
But mostly, it's gonna be a different album.
Yeah.
It won't be like
Any of the stuff you've
a
done
house
before.
album.
Okay.
Like fully house Afro album.
Yeah.
As people know me, like,
Yeah.
people obviously they would categorize you. Like, as
This one is going to be a surprise.
this one is gonna be a surprise.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like a house album. Like, basically, it's gonna
that's
be
dope.
a very musical album.
Yeah. Do you have a title already for the album?
Yeah.
What is it?
So the title of the album is called Love and Frequency.
Yeah.
Which basically, resembles what's on the album. I mean, the album is about love and frequency, obviously, which is like music.
Yeah. Man, thank you so much for gracing us and just giving us a time to just really explore your journey.
I appreciate
which
it.
has really been beautiful. Multi-platinum selling artist, globally acclaimed DJ. It's beautiful to experience that. I love traveling myself, and I forgot to actually ask you, Bana, like, what are some of probably your top 3 places that you have traveled that you like? These 3 places were amazing. Were amazing experiences for me.
So number 1 has to be Ibiza.
Yeah.
Obviously, because look, that's where every
DJ aspires to play.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a different space. It's a musical world. You get inspired every moment when you're there. Number 2 has to be Bali.
Yeah.
Like, I have family in Bali.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like, those fans in Bali are like
They're
family
really,
to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lately I've been going there a lot.
Yeah.
And there's so much energy and there's so much love
for you.
for me.
For your music there. Yeah.
So like Bali, even if it's very far, like, it's very far.
But when you go there, it always feels like home.
But when I go there, it always feels like home.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So
and the last one.
Third and lastly, it's in Baku.
Yeah, is that Thailand?
In Azerbaijan. So this is in the Gulf, in the Middle East.
Okay.
Right. It's not really far away from Turkey.
Yeah.
I know, like, a lot of people don't.
We don't know the country.
We don't know the country. Yeah. That's where, like, the F1 takes place. Yeah. It's it's a Arab country.
Yeah.
Also, it has that, like, Russian flavor.
Yeah.
In it. You know, it's like Russian Arabs kind of vibe. Yeah.
Get you.
So
it's a very eccentric place.
Exactly. So it's also home for me because I had one of the biggest songs there.
Wow.
I'm talking about a song where till this day it's still appreciated.
Oh man, it's beautiful.
Like, this is a song that plays in every cafe, club, anything, everywhere.
For a kid from Seshego, it's mind blowing. How is that even possible?
Bro, how is that even possible?
Yeah.
Like, this is for me, I never even thought of achieving what what I've achieved, and to get so much love, like
you're receiving across the world, not just in South Africa, not just like in the country,
not just like in South Africa or wherever, but in a country where, I mean,
They don't even speak English.
They don't even speak English. Like,
and they appreciate your music.
Yeah, you know, I said it and you're like, yo, I don't even know the country. Where is that?
Yeah, yo. I think I know. I've traveled quite a bit, but I was just like, that one, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But bro, thank you so much for gracing us with your time and just allowing us to hear about your story, which is a really beautiful story. We're really proud of you, and we really just hope that like more doors keep opening for you.
Right.
I think you like that perfect example of anyone who's looking to, you know, rise above the circumstances. You know, you could have just said, you know, I'm just going to keep it here.
Yeah.
But you had your eyes
True.
beyond
True.
Seshego. You had your eyes in the global landscape, and I think it's beautiful to see that. So thank you so much, bro, for gracing us and allowing us to hear about your story.
Truly appreciate it, my brother. Thanks for having me, man.
Sharp.
Sure.